And here we are again, folks, with the second half of the first court trial in case number 3. January 7th, 11:15 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. And what I'm going to do is quickly make it... I can't make it safe. I was going to make it safe. Oh well. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old timer caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
The name's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, mind you. I can be quite emotional at times, too.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
My occupation?
Yes, your occupation.
Listen, young'un, how much you call... Listen, young'un, how much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery out?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do. I did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, real craftsmen. They're a dying breed.
Like writers.
Hey, maybe you can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino.
Seeds?
What do you think?
I see. So you saw everything that happened, Tramps?
Did I? Oh yes I did. I saw it all.
And please tell the court where all is.
Sure. I'll tell you every last detail.
God, I sound like Sid Heidemann. He's really getting into this. What? You witness, sir. What did you witness?
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino. She put some in it. That man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl. Bad in the vent chair, I remember her well.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned one,
Newfangled.
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless spectacles, I tell you.
No, that's what they use now. They don't call them radios and glasses anymore. Oh no, we still have radios and glasses. Wireless is what we operate on now. Spectacles might be called contacts these days. I'll find out. Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone! Don't forget those values! Don't let the good old days slip away!
I think it's time to begin the cross examination. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure, you remember. What do you remember? Please tell us. you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elgin?
I want to know if Goodson Braun retained his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So where there are?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
I go to that place to drink Chavachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember what table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Yeah. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I.
I see.
My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress.
And I saw what the serving girl put in the Chavachino as well.
I bet I know what's coming up and tells me I'm not going to like it. Press. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please?
Sure, sir. There's no question about it. She's very conspicuous. They put some wet powder in there.
Okay. Thank you. Did she really put that into the coffee?
You doubt me, boy? She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled in it.
Could she have been adding sugar?
Sugar! In a small brown bottle like that?
Like that. Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps.
Oh, there it is! That's the one!
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? He took just one sip.
You youngins, you waste everything! Those Javachinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, ate in a cup, and then died!
Congratulations. You've earned the title of baddest man ever graced. Oh, God. Congratulations, you have earned the title of baddest man to ever grace a courtroom. Oh, dear Lord. So it wasn't me to death. with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible.
Oh yeah, she slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Chavachino I just drank turn sour into my stomach.
Oh yes, I know that feeling. You drank 16 cups, dude. Yeah, I am sure you would know the feeling. And the waitress, I presume she is... You said, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Particular features is grace, that's what it is.
Sorry.
You can see the whole way up to that you know. Practically naked in that uniform.
Well, sir, really? I object to that too. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit. But anyone could wear just such an uniform. Such an uniform? But anyone could wear just such a uniform. That's better. Even me! Mr. Wright! Please spare the cause of any further mental anguish from that image. That and the viewers and subscribers on YouTube.
Don't get excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away.
There are things I recognize about her too.
Seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure.
I had to take my glasses off, they were falling out real quick. Shit.
There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose.
Well, damn, son. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
Ha! As if I will remember that!
Objection! The witness noticed the straps of the accused's apron. It is unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right! I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair was red!
So you see there's nothing wrong with the witness' eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. How about the back? The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Objection! He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons.
This is harassment! I told you! I'm not obsessed with straps and ribbons! Just tell me what I saw!
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
If I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet.
There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front.
You would say that, wouldn't you, sir? You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness' face, did you? Yes?
No question about it! I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down!
It's not the answer I was looking for, but okay.
This is turning into a matter of pride for old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not.
Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Prove that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front.
You think old CD really saw Maggie do it?
Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there.
But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress.
I guess. She makes a good point, though.
Hey, did I just say something clever?
I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie.
That's what we have to figure out, Nick.
Oh, really, sir? Really? Is that what you think, sir? Well, sir. Objection! Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this.
Cat! That filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't! Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you have it caught!
Shit or
Brick! What? What is it? Ever since I said you have it caught, there's been eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning.
Eh?
And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front! Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this! Well, looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Hey! Listen, Wright, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Grams.
You rely on me, Captain. My noggin is in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Well, this one's gonna be short. About the victim.
It was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and a noisy brat kept rustling his pages. The young man was listening to the wireless, I remember that well. And then the serving girl in question brought over their cappuccino. A little fidget picked up the cup with a free hand and took a sip.
Testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness' memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How we gotta handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't it kind of cruel?
I suppose, but it's what I do best. And Wolverine says it best. Spectacles.
Dark glasses, you. One of those lenses was green, but the other one was broken. The thing of rubbish. That's why I remember him so well.
He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. But I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. No! What I have in my hand are a pair of glasses. That looks more like a scouter. Seems to have been wearing... He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shoes. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance.
You better come up with something sharp and quick!
Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles.
The newspaper was a sports paper, was it?
That younger looking, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without thinking, How was I supposed to be able to read a back page with all that rustling going on? I need to find out Guts and Braun retain his championship title!
It was his paper, not yours. If you want it so bad, why didn't you buy your own?
What are you looking for? Don't you dare judge me!
Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway.
The wireless?
The decadent young rascal! I dare one or the other! Read the paper, listen to the wireless!
Oh boy.
And get an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is.
It's called multitasking these days.
I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch anything.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
Why you look at me for it like that? How dare you feel sorry for God!
You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right?
Maybe.
What does it matter if I saw it from the front or behind? My eyes don't lie!
I better not push until I've got some hard evidence. His free hand?
Yes.
Which hand was that?
Weren't you listening before, Clover's? I said he was rustling the paper with his right hand, didn't I? His free hand wasn't his right hand. Then which hand was it, you moron?
Perhaps the great Mr. Wright has free hands. Yeesh! I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss.
I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh?
Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need to find one mistake and he's ours. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that case, sir, may I present this in question. Objection! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory.
I know there's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Can't you tell us where this is going, Wright? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left.
What is this, kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup
In his right hand.
But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said that you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park from where it came.
Why? If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know I saw him.
You still insist on your testimony?
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. Is that dead young hot button you, the spiky-haired yahoo, were full.
Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man, old man! Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me! Why did I look like it came from Osamu Tezuka's manga? You can't ignore me! This is what I'm gonna say! I'm a jerk, and I can't help it. I'm old and stupid, and I'm saying now, I'm batshit crazy!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Kudo! I'll be having a cup of iced coffee right after this game is over. But this is my 16th cup of coffee. God damn, really? This is your final stand. How do we get up to 8 until 16? God damn it, man.
Thank you, Captain. There's a lot of worker.
Left hand or right hand?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the lens, or the green lens of his specs. Kept on fiddling with it all the time. Fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup. Left hand.
We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. Monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is the screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter.
Actually, what I'm using is a HD TV. On my computer is a DVD and CD burner. And player. Irrelevant to this case.
I know what I saw him. Tell the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are facts in good old black and white.
Well, there's only one thing I'm gonna do. Objection! I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt.
But really, is this right?
I could see only that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What'd you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo. But the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured.
Eh?
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't hear in that ear.
Is that true, Ken?
It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Order, order, order! This witness testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. He claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Kudo? A single drop of milk's all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in a cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drop?
This is the victim's coffee cup, in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I know about that! I know I'm right! But I'm trying to kill with his left hand!
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup he held in his right hand and switched to the left. That's what the old man saw! Impossible! The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Objection!
Bonus, which hat the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poison coffee. Like this! He did not drink it like that. Sadly, Mr. Godo, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness' memory was credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kodo. You can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Shit, oh, break!
Why? Can we stop now? Where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo.
Thanks to that blue shooty young upstart over there. And there's a bubbling old man who can't even dot his T's across his eyes now.
How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What? There's more?
To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of equal shogun.
Well, what do you say to one final showdown? Final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Grams. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. That was a bonus cup.
Whatever you got those, Captain. I'll give you all the coffee you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo, still man.
That's enough witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
You best! Let's cook.
I can't believe this is happening.
You better get ready, youngster!
I get the picture. Just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo scope. With those boxes! He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with a box of seeds. Oh dear lord. Oh. Yeah, he might be. Probably stole my book of codes. Damn little bastard. The final showdown!
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. Young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javagino. Well, that clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. Broken it. And the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
Shit. I'll break. Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again!
Yeah.
Doubting a poor defenseless old man?
No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
Oh, bird brain! That's why that's all you can think of.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Oh, boy. Oh! Ooh, I felt that and it just jerked my arm. Well. A vase, you say?
Yes! There are vases on all the tables in that place. The accident's waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase.
Well, it's hard to say, it's a bit unclear. How do you really define...
Okay, I get it.
I heard it break, and the sight of it burned into my memory as clear as day.
Yeah, sure. You know what I say to that, sir? take a look at this.
Objection!
Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch!
Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yes, go on.
A broken vase. It's on my table.
What?
Well, you see, startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up, and that must have been, it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
Shit. Brick. Shit a brick. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute! That's the case, there's more I've got to say! Oh, yes, I remember something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait, listen to me!
Thank you. Oh, so very much.
Oh!
We seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor. The witness we just heard from is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So I summarize it accordingly into the statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish. But the prosecution doesn't need props like that.
God, that's really mad, huh?
Yep. I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot's.
Yes, Your Honor.
Victor's testimony added to the record. I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
That is all. This court's adjourned. Oh, thank God. Oh, yeah. So, in the next part of this Let's Play, we're going to deal with day number 2 and the madness that goes on within said day number 2. So stay tuned. More of this crazy Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations will return right after this.